We are going to begin making clay coil bowls, and the first thing we must do is prepare our clay mold. We're going to use these styrofoam bowls and saran wrap as a barrier between our clay and our bowl. We need to label our bowl and our Ziploc bag with our name and block number. Name on the bottom of the bowl and name and block on the Ziploc bag. When creating a clay coil bowl, you need to make, using your clay, you guessed it, coils. Pinch off a piece of clay and put whatever you're not using back in your Ziploc bag. No need to zip it, just kind of fold it over. Then take your clay, roll it between your hands to get it into more of a cylinder shape. You can break some off if it's too large. And once it's round and rolling, then begin rolling it on your table. Again, you're going to do this straight on your table. Don't press down because that'll press your clay into a pancake and make it stick. Instead, keep it rolling with gentle pressure to keep it rolling back and forth so that it is not flattening out in any places. As you roll your clay, you should see it lengthening and thinning out. When it is about as thick as your pinky finger or a thin Crayola marker, set it aside and begin rolling a second coil. You want this second coil to be the same thickness as your first coil. Every coil you make should be the same thickness. This means that the walls of your bowl then will be of equal thickness too. When using clay, it is best to try to work quickly. The longer your clay is exposed to air or the longer the clay is touched by your hands, the drier it gets. When you have two coils of equal thickness, you are ready to start spiraling your first coil. To spiral your clay, you're going to just turn it from one end of the clay and let it wrap up like a snail. It doesn't matter how big this spiral becomes. In fact, if it gets too big, you can tear some off. Basically, you want it to be the shape of a small cookie, and you'll place that in the center of your bowl. Then you'll take your next piece of a coil and you'll begin turning it into spirals or designs of your choice to continue to complete the bottom of your bowl. Today, you want to fill up the entire bottom flat area of your bowl with coil designs. You can do something really simple like I'm doing and just fill it with different sizes of spirals. Really, the key to a good bowl is having those coils be of equal thickness. So it doesn't really matter the designs that you turn those coils into as much as it matters that the coils are equal thickness. You don't want it too thick because then your bowl becomes really heavy and uneven, and you don't want it too thin because then it's brittle and it can break easily. When you have finished the bottom of your bowl, then you're ready to fill in any holes that you have. When creating spirals, you will have holes between them because circles next to each other leave little gaps. So you can see that I'm taking small pieces of clay and I'm just rolling them into balls the size of a green pea or like a little marble, and I'm pressing them into the holes. It's like basically I'm plugging up holes. Then, if you have time today, you can take some clay and you can make a coil to wrap around in a circle around the bottom area that you have decorated. So I'm going to do that now. You can see I'm rolling my clay out again, and then I'm going to place it in a circle around the bottom of the bowl. Once I'm finished with that, I'll have little holes again, and I'm going to need to plug those up. So again, I'll just roll little balls of clay in the palm of my hand, and I will press that into the hole like I'm plugging up those little holes. When I'm done filling in the holes, I'll just quickly check it over, and if I filled it all in, then I'm ready to begin smoothing the inside of my bowl. Yes, this seems crazy. I'm going to smooth out the design, but it's almost like magic. It's only going to be smooth on the inside if I do this correctly. The outside will still have the designs from the coils showing. To smooth out my bowl, I'm gently pulling the clay. I'm not pressing down too hard. I'm pulling. My motion is more front to back or side to side. I can do this with one finger, with two fingers. I'm kind of holding the bowl with my left hand since I'm right-handed, and then I'm pulling and smoothing the bowl with my right hand. Now watch. I'm going to show you that I did not mess this up. Carefully, I'm taking the styrofoam bowl off, and look, my design is still remaining on the bottom. So that will show permanently in my bowl. This is as far as I want you to get on the first day with clay. So when you get this far, gently pull the saran wrap over top of the clay, leaving it in the bowl like that. Take any remaining clay out of your Ziploc bag, put the styrofoam bowl with your clay in it, okay, your clay design in it, in the bag, and zip it up. Check that all of the air is out and check that it is zipped. You do not want air getting into your bowl. You don't want it to dry out yet. Then it is time to clean up. You need to clean your table really well. You're going to use one of the yellow SpongeBob sponges and just some simple water, and you're going to wash all of the clay that is on your table off of the table. Make sure your table is squeaky clean and you feel comfortable putting your arms and putting your books all over it when you are done cleaning up.